Hello. So I just watched a Filipino movie. This was made by a Filipino and was acted by a Filipino. It was the movie. You can watch it on Netflix, and it's called "Wish You Were the One" because the title literally spoils you of what would happen at the end of the movie. That was the plot twist was really in there because I didn't expect the plot twist and why it was the female lead was trying to talk to someone who she doesn't really love until the end of the movie where we found out why. So I don't want to spoil it. Just watch it on Netflix if you have watched Netflix. If you have Netflix, okay, it's really imperating how it was made to be grounded on a reality level and how we waste time pursuing someone who we really don't love or we think she or he would never really like us for any reason at all because it's either there's a trauma past scars, something about personality test or anything else. It is so grounded in the reality that we make mistakes for our first love, and until we don't really know what is love at the end of the road, and here comes someone who really just truly love us from day one until we try to recover or until we really know that we are sure because the end of the movie I thought it was a sad ending, but it's really not. It's like just be hopeful if something good or bad would happen because yeah, Filipino are getting good at doing films right now because that was a Netflix show. So we all know how notorious Netflix does in funding movies for their own site, even though it's not I think it's a Viva Studio. So yeah, it's not really made for Netflix, but an entire different crowd. But really, the thing that infuriates me it's the second one where I see the same plot twist at the end at a plot twist on before the end 30 minutes before, and then a plot twist again at the end of the credits before ending the show really. There's two plot twists. Just to spoil you, I won't tell you what it is, but it's really important that you don't miss any hint of it. Why was the female lead trying to really get onto wedding? You can translate it, I think, because Netflix has an auto translate and there's also an auto dub. You can just choose it. It has on the settings. Just watch it. It's Wish You Were the One. If you don't know who's the guy, is also well known, but I'll focus for Bella Padilla because Bella Padilla is good actress also, and the male lead is really a good actor, but I don't want to spoil you yet because there's another review ongoing because it's this one is a movie review and the other one will be a trailer review because it has been 10 years after that movie. So we're just going to talk about this literal movie that I'm talking about. It's called Wish You Were the One and starring Bella Padilla. And most of the movie is revolving about those two, who I won't talk about the male yet because he's a great actor, but I don't really see him in other movies without her as the female lead for some reason. So yeah, that's all of the my comment. But the positive is it's a good movie. You won't really try to understand the movie at the middle point. It gets better, but as the start is really slow and it's like a rom-com at the start, and then we get romance, and then we get this shocking truth. Okay, the bad. What is the comment for me for the bad? The bad is it's bad if you don't like slice of life video, or something that's simple, very substantial, but not really extravagant. It's not really pleasing to the eyes. It's not aesthetic. The movie is not aesthetic, even if you think that it's aesthetic, because if there's a yellowish on the background, the movie is being lit up and it's glowing every time you see the people on the show or in the movie. It's really bright for something that's so grounded for a film. So it's not really good for the vibes, because it should have been more darker, because it should only have a palette of bad vibes at the start, then we get comedy, we brighten it up, and as the movie continues, at the end it should be dark, then at the end it should be lighter again. You won't understand this, but the movie should have a color palette or some kind of indication that it's going some through phases, because as you will watch this, the colors, the brightness, everything is static, nothing's changing, but the plot and the storyline is moving as fast as possible in the movie. It's a short film for me. I wanted it to be more longer, imagining something or another sub story on the show, but they're the runners, so there's no other sub characters or side characters that we could focus on. There was only two. And there's a negative also for the other lovers that they failed on. It was never expanded. It was only a point of view of those male and female lead, and we never get to see the side story. Just a glimpse. The male lead's ex-girlfriend, the one he proposed to, doesn't really have a redemption arc or any storyline. The other guy, the female lead's ex-boyfriend, has some substance and some backstory, but it was really just a short one. This is why I hate Filipino movies. They don't even give some fan service to the other characters, even though those characters are not so good to make a story, but they could have made something better out of them, because they included it and given them some thought. That's why I hate Filipino movies. They make it short, 1 hour 30 minutes. The 2 hours is not really enough for Filipino movies. They could take this 3 hours and we will be really interested, as long as there are side characters that are interesting. That's why Filipinos don't really advance in Filipino movies. I think the main storyline is very good, but there should have been some other side quest or some side story on the main film, because it was a waste of time if it was only one story inside the movie. Yeah, that's my negative. The good side is really a lot. It's substantial. The storyline is good. Every character has a meaningful impact. It's not just to the characters that it's good, he's bad, he's good, he's bad, he's good. No, everyone has a flaw. It's grounded and it's reality. Even though people like to watch movies to avoid reality, this one is, you might want this if you watch My Mr. A Korean series that was started by IU. As I think she's the supporting or female lead. I think she's a female lead, but it's the same. But yeah, it's the same. The ending of My Mr. is really a good vibe. So this movie has a good vibe. I think they copy it, because not a lot of Filipino movies are good endings, even though it's a good. I mean, there are Filipino movies that are bad endings, but it's a good ending for the over arc of the story. But they made it really possible to be realistic that it would end like that. Just waiting it. Okay, that's all. For 1 out of 10, this movie is 8.9 for me, because there's a lot of more movie that would be better than this. Even though I have a negative, it's just aesthetic wise and mood wise. But overall it's really good. I suggest you watch it just for the plot twist, because we already know this. If you're from Philippines, you know how good this couple is as at acting. They the combination of 10 out of 10 movies, but this time it's 8.9 for me. I really was hoping for more screen time and more storyline, but it was a short one. That's all. Bye.